I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue?
Good evening and welcome. Good evening, welcome. Today is Monday, April 28th, 2025. We got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. If you just join us, we say welcome to you. If it is your first time on this platform, we say welcome to you. On here, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. Okay? If you don't like what we say, what we do here, we invite you to switch the channel, move to another channel, and you can come back another day. We do broadcast from Detroit, Michigan. My name is Juan Michael Gilman, assisted by a team of analysts and panelists to make the happenings much more understandable or understood for you. Okay? Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest.
We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and unity politics. Down south, you wish hunting. Now only that, but the Liberian people suffering. Down south, you wish hunting. Now only that, but the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you really came to rescue now. You and your rescue team. Oh, it's a rescue. Oh, I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? Oh, you're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say now like everything we see that yama 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 yama.
Again, good evening to you. Welcome. If you just joined us here, we got a great show coming up. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Coming up on this segment of the program here tonight, our monologue, the politics of Quorum versus the Constitution, the Supreme Court's ruling, and the rule of law. How does democracy work in Liberia with a government that has absolutely no relationship with the dictates of the Liberian Constitution and the tenets of democracy? How? Also, the CDC USA inaugural. CDC USA hosts her inaugural and membership due payment on Saturday, May 17, 2025 in Philadelphia. Details coming up. All roads lead to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia for the CDC USA inaugural program. But our hot topics on here tonight: Capitol Iron Gate. Richie Koon and Renegade Lawmakers have installed iron gates on the doors to the Plenary Section and the Speaker's office doors. They've also introduced a new resolution with 45 signatures to remove Speaker Fonati Koffa. Why a new resolution? If they claim the Supreme Court cannot interfere or tell them what to do, and of course, and that they don't accept the court's ruling. Let's dig deeper into that tonight. Who you came to rescue? You're not giving the people what they want. Who did you come to rescue? Mr. Rescue. The song in the background, Pala Urita Reto, is by Takun J. Mr. Rescue. That's the title. Also, coming up, stoking fears, intimidation. The Joint Security of Liberia stokes fear and intimidation among the citizenry. In a show of force and intimidation, they have begun parading the streets of Monrovia with heavy armor to scare peaceful citizens who are planning a protest against the government to uphold the Supreme Court's ruling and implement the rule of law. Meanwhile, opposition political parties have announced another meeting for Tuesday, April 29th at the ANC Headquarters in Monrovia. Let's dig deeper. Why is the Joint Security parading the streets of Monrovia in heavy armored vehicles and a show of force against peaceful citizens? Is Liberia degenerating into a police state where people are not free to move about freely, living in fear and intimidation, stoking fears? Opposition opposed Joseph Yuma Boakai. The opposition political parties have called on Joseph Yuma Boakai to respect the Supreme Court's ruling and acknowledge Speaker J. Fonati Koffa. In a collaborated joint news conference, major opposition figures, including former Vice President Chief Dr. Joel Howard Taylor, warned JMB against the wrath of the Liberian people. Moreover, Councillor Tiawan Gonglo issued a scare-filled statement against the Boakai government in wake of Joseph Yuma Boakai response to the Supreme Court's ruling. Let's dig deeper. Mr. Rescue, who you came to rescue? Nina Kuya, welcome to you, daughter. How are you? She says, good evening, Daddy. Welcome there. Good to see you, as always. He who has a girl's child or girl child has it all, right? Thank you, daughter. Re-argument. Representative Richard M. Koon and colleagues run to the Supreme Court. Koon and party want to re-argue the bill of information for which the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Speaker J. Fonati Koffa and others. Why do they want to re-argue the case? Will it be the case will be re-arguing or the ruling? Why didn't Koon legal team address him as speaker in their petition to the court? The renegade lawmakers could not muster a quorum last Thursday. Is it the sense of time? Today, they said they got the numbers to remove the speaker. Second resolution, short. 45 signatures compared to 49 needed. And where can they make that claim to remove the speaker? They said in the McDonald's, they said at Sam's Barbecue, they said at Tinker's Village, or LJ. Where can they make the claim to remove the speaker? They said in the plenary section under his authority to recuse himself, to listen or be given due process. Let's dig deeper. If you just joined us here, Sophie Blamo from Ohio, welcome to you. Being thankful, Addison, welcome. Jerome Weir, Patrick Kayasier, welcome as well. Funny Girl Masale, welcome to you. Denise Mama Cole, welcome as well. Mr. and Mr. Stephen Kier from Frederick, Maryland, welcome to you there. Good to see you as always. Pops and the big says, Telvin Thompson, Paris, France, welcome to you as well. Amy Black, Des Moines, Iowa, welcome there. Says a good evening, all my GHT CLN family. Welcome to you, Miss Black, 24/7, 16 hours. Jupiter G. Tones, welcome there. It's been a long time coming. I haven't seen you around, my man. Good to see you on here. And Paula Orita Reto, welcome there. The wife of my bishop. Say hi to the bishop there. Welcome to you. Ruth Bobo Bine from Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to you. William Hoff is on the YouTube channel. Welcome there. Ko Nagbe, welcome to you as well. And William Hall from Minnesota on the YouTube channel. Welcome. Ali Bagayoko, the statistician for Deacon Diva Department. Welcome. Distinguished gentlemen, welcome to you. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. Joint Koffa on the YouTube channel from Pennsylvania. Welcome to you. Good to see you on here. Kaifala Kawale. Welcome to you, he says. Oh, true, no doubt. And Augustine Talley from Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome to you. Bugalize, Madingo General, he said you was going to call me back. I tried many times. I don't get you, my man. But anyway, I owe you one. I'll call you, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, my lovely little auntie there. She calls me brother. My young aunt, Mommy Yoko. Mommy Wicks Yoko says, good evening, brother. I'm watching from Minnesota. Welcome, Auntie Mommy. Good to see you on here. Sabina Harris, welcome to you. Joyce, UJ, good to see you. Alaska Pine, Alaska Pay, welcome to you. And Velma McIntosh Clark, welcome there from Norway. Good to see you again. Welcome here. Who did you come to rescue? Va Basso King, welcome. Greetings from Pennsylvania. PA, welcome to you there. Got a great show coming up. Don't go nowhere. Be my guest. Who you did you come to rescue, Mr. Rescue?
Thank you, Senator. Thank you. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker. Thank you, the Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker. Thank you. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker. Thank you. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker. The Supreme Court ruling is fair. Declare Mr. Speaker.
The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Fonati Koffa is the speaker, Mr. Rescue.
Then people come and play. I'm a winner. You there with me? The song our man and get it right. My husband has petition a sack. I was said to her, and I say on say we the mic get here say na I say on the sagole ne pa. Go running bien every day.
Who did you rescue?
I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue?
Hello, Yassa Sharif, welcome to you there. Hey, Yassa, are you back? Welcome. My auntie say, wow. Yeah, and the mommy, Daros Delon right there for you. Ziema Gabo, Justina Taylor lied to come to America. We must report her to ICE people. Absolutely, you're right about that. Seku, old man, Talawale, don't jail be putting police on the streets now. Absolutely, you got that right.
Tell me why the people vote you for. Treating the people, I get to say you got no love, Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue?
Hey, come there, D. I can't put your comment up. I just laugh at it. Welcome to you, Covenant. And Yassa says, yes, Mr. Gima, I'm back. Yempu Vene, welcome. How are you? I ain't talk to you in a minute. You gotta call me again. Yep, Vene. You know what I'm talking about. We got a great show coming up. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page. and be my guest, okay? Downsizing.
You relic in your rescue now. You and your rescue team. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question.
Now who you came to rescue?
You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue.
You're not giving the people what they want. Yet you say you came to rescue. Who did you come to rescue? Monique Walker, where are you? Wake up. Who did you come to rescue, Mr. Rescue? Now, who you came to rescue?
Sets the basis for the work that you are supposed to do for your constituency, for your county, or for the nation. Where we are now, I never expected that we'll get to this point. That the number one citizen in the republic who vowed to respect all laws has decided to play politics with a constitutional mandate. The truth is, this constitutional mandate is not a debatable mandate. President Boyka, you must follow the mandate from the Supreme Court. The difference there is not a debatable mandate. President Boyka, you must follow the mandate from the Supreme Court. The difference there is a very clear difference here. Either as a nation we agree to follow a path of chaos, because once you do not go by the rule of law, then you are calling for chaos. We either do chaos or we do calm, where our country is able to move forward, where the hopes and aspirations of our people will be met, where the dignity that carries the name Liberia across the nations of the world will no longer be looked at as a pariah. This is the choice we have today. And that particular choice is led by the President of the Republic of Liberia. He can decide whether he wants a calm country so that he can fulfill the rescue agenda, which I believe is just a story, as I've been saying, or you can open a Pandora's box that will lead us to a place where we don't want to be. I'd like to call on the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Nima Boyka, the members of the Unity Party, and the members of the Liberian Senate and the House of Representatives to abide by the Supreme Court ruling. The reason why the onus is on the President is because the first branch of government is the implementer of all laws. The Supreme Court has spoken What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. I thank you. On the president is because the first branch of government is the implementer of all laws. The Supreme Court has spoken. What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. Supreme Court has spoken. What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. Spoken. What they have spoken is law and is a mandate. We look forward to its implementation to its fullest. I thank you.
Howard Taylor, former Vice President, Republic of Liberia, speaking during the news conference called by major political parties last week in Monrovia at the ANC headquarters in Monrovia, Liberia. And of course, it all boils down to the gathering was a result of Joseph Human Boakai defiance to the Supreme Court's ruling that reaffirmed her first ruling of December 6, in which they said everything done by the majority bloc was ultra virus, and they needed to restore Speaker Koffa his rights and everything as the legitimate speaker. And Boycott decided he will work with the Quorum. And the Supreme Court was clear in the interpretation of what Quorum constitutes. As per the Constitution and the legislature, the House of Representatives' own rules or handbook. That brings us to our monologue on here tonight. The theme for our monologue on here tonight: the politics of Quorum versus the Constitution, the Supreme Court's ruling, and the rule of law. How does democracy work in Liberia with a government that has absolutely no relationship with the dictates of the Liberian Constitution and the tenets of democracy? How does democracy work in Liberia when you have an octogenarian, 80 years old man who has no relationship with the Constitution, who has no relationship with truth, no relationship with honesty, with acknowledging the good that people have done to him, done for him? How does democracy work in Liberia? That's our monologue tonight. You don't want to miss it. Stay with me. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversary, and special milestones. We say congratulations to my dear friend and brother, Dave Gardner, Vani Gardner of Oak Park, Michigan. He's just about 20 minutes away. Oak Park, Michigan. Dave Gardner, happy birthday to you. You have it from your darling wife, Teresa, the kids, your grandkids, and everybody want to wish you well. Happy birthday. A dear friend, we went to school together, Zion Yanu, there in Worcester, Massachusetts. Happy birthday to you. Ofi Otis, happy birthday. Comfort Cooper, and Sharon Julie. And for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Absolutely. Ali Bagayoko, he says, absolutely. An 80 plenty years old man. Yep, you are following. Tony Tony Blapo Kofa, welcome there. Bwaka and his criminals trying to frighten our people by putting armed officers in the streets to parade. Absolutely. Very wrong. Making the state, Liberia, a police state, stoking fears in the people for whose expense are you doing it? If the government that's supposed to be promoting peace, harmony, reconciliation is stoking fears in the people, what do you think the people going to do? Nathaniel Kete from Phoenix, Arizona. Good evening, Mr. Gilman. I hope things are going on well with you and the GHT family. Absolutely. We are doing well here. Cecilia Zulu, welcome there from Melbourne, Australia. Also from Melbourne. From Australia is Howard Port Wilson. Welcome to you there. And Yasa K. Ware, the lady from Atlanta, welcome to you there. She says, good evening to you, Mr. Gilman, and my GHT CLN family. Welcome, Yasa. Great to see you as always. Whenever you come on here, it's great to see that people are dedicated and committed to this platform. Confident D, former Vice President Joel spoke very well. Her message put the rescue rogues in action. Yeah. And Stephen Alex Ricks, welcome to you. Claudia Allison, welcome there. Says our greetings, Mr. Gilmore and the GHT family. And my lovely little sister, Solomon Wicks from Seattle, Washington. We got a great show for all of us here. No soup boys, more than palm butter. There is no insult of any kind on this great platform. Any insult of any kind, you will be blocked immediately. Absolutely. And that's our disciplinary manager there. No soup boys, more than palm butter. And William Hoff is asking about, Mr. Gilmore, what are we doing about the protests? The protest is organizing, is being organized, and we're going to give you some details tonight, okay? Henry Yango, welcome to you. Amadou Dagabui Bland, welcome as well. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. We bring you to speed with this quickly here. As you may be aware, our dear friend and brother Tapla Z Davis was laid to rest on Saturday following funeral at the Sacred Heart Cathedral on Broad Street. Again, we like to extend our thanks, appreciation to His Excellency President George Weah and the CDC. The CDC was well represented by and through her chairman, global chair, Attorney Janga Augustus Kowo, who led a team, as you can see on the photo there, to the funeral to give Zolizo his last respect. And we extend our deep sympathies and sorrows to his fiancée, Petula Ma, her family, the family of Zolizo, his two sons, and may he continue to rest in peace. And hopefully, we all can come together to heal. We are all broken by his death, and we all need to be healed. So may his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. We also would like, sadly, we will be announcing, or we are announcing to you that Thelma Wase, my young brother's Jerry says wife, Thelma, lost her mom in Liberia a couple days ago. Thelma is there in Minnesota. You know, they are my host. She and Jerry are my host whenever I'm in Minnesota. She lost her mom to the cold hands of death. Okay. So if you want, you can reach out to her and extend your sympathies and pray with she and her family. We'll keep you posted when the funeral arrangements are made. Okay, we'll keep you posted. So let's do this song also by Thelma as we sympathize with her here tonight. You are worthy.
Sweet Jesus, you are worthy, oh Lord. You are worthy, oh Lord. Oh Lord, my God, you are worthy in all the earth. Oh Lord, my God, you are worthy in all the earth. Oh, you are worthy. You are worthy. Oh, Holy God, my possessor, you are worthy. Oh, excited power and strength. Oh, Lord, the perfect Trinity. You are so worthy in all the earth. Oh, you are the wisdom and truth. You are worthy in all the earth. How great is the Lamb that was slain for my sins. You are merciful, my possessor, infinitely he was all powerful, all knowing, the one true wise God, unconquerable, so compassionate. You are worthy, oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh my God, you are worthy. Immortal God, you are so worthy. Oh Lord, you have no equal, Jesus. You are worthy, Lord. Let your presence
invade my
space. Let your holy presence invade my space. Oh, my God, let your presence invade my space.
My God, let your presence invade my space. Holy Father,
I have come to worship you, God, in the beauty of holiness. Oh God, you are limitless.
thou art worthy to be praised.
Supernatural Father in heaven, so compassionate, so faultless. You never fail, you never change, you have no equal. Thou art worthy to be praised, Jesus.
Thou art worthy to be praised.
Thou art worthy to be praised, to be praised.
That was Thelma Wife say with that beautiful, beautiful song, "You Are Worthy, O Lord." And Thelma is heavily bereaved. She lost her mom in Liberia, and I believe she will be traveling to Liberia. We'll keep you posted. But if you can reach out to Thelma, Miss Say, or Jerry, please do, okay? They're in Minnesota. Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to all of you again. If you just joined us here, Rebecca Sayer. Good evening, my twin brother, Mr. Gilman, and my GHT family. Long time, absolutely. And as she said, yes, oh, I was just in Liberia for my mom's memorial service, and they lost their wife, and I was with them. My sister B couldn't make it because of her foot, and I came back on the 9th of this month, and only to hear that she left us with the cold hands of death. Sad, man. Absolutely, yeah. She passed away. And Covenant D, Thelma, take courage, my dear. My deepest condolences. Absolutely. Three Wiles, welcome to you there. And all of you joining us here. Man Jabez son, Kamara, say good morning to you guys. I'm following from the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. Let Liberian people sit down and be looking at what Bouaka and his gangsters are doing wrong and be saying President Weah should do something about it. What Bouaka and his government doing to the Liberian people is wrong, and they need to get up again, Bouaka and his entire government, because this is the test for 2029 elections. Indeed, it is the test for 2029. If nothing is done, they they find out Waterloo, right? Jawala, Plua, welcome to you there. Good to see you. And Sophie Blamo, my sympathy to you and your family. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Art Slaw Senior from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Welcome there. Good to see you. Samuel Shivaros Knight. Welcome. Says, hey, Mr. Gilman, no doubt. Welcome. So, folks, let's get to speed. Hopefully, we get to have uh, our team of panelists and analysts on here tonight for a great, great conversation with all of you here. Our monologue on here tonight is The politics of quorum versus the Constitution. The politics of quorum versus the Constitution. The Supreme Court ruling and the rule of law. How does democracy works in Liberia with excuse me, with a government that has absolutely no relationship with the dictates of the Liberian Constitution and the tenets of democracy? How does democracy work in our country, in Liberia, when we have such a government on the backs of the people, a government? Mozart, Dennis, welcome. How you doing, my man? Great to see you again. How Minnesota treated you? You cool. But first, this piece of information. The CDC USA honored the chairmanship of Chairman Yahaya Talata Sharif, host her inaugural program Saturday, May 17, 2025 in the great city of Philadelphia, the great state of Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love, sisterly affection. Okay? Let me say a few things here. Okay? CDC USA held her convention in Iowa almost 8 months ago. Following that convention, Yahaya Talata Sharif was elected chairman with his corps of officers. Okay? Yahaya Talata Sharif chairman, Daniel Gleple Tode, vice chair for administration, Vera Davis Okai, vice chair operations, Cube Wilson, vice chair political affairs, Solomon Tade, vice chair finance and investment, I want to list all the elected officials first. I will show the screen to you as well. Okay. Abraham Monoba is Secretary General. Comfort Mamite is the treasurer elect. And Feloncio Bright Crawford is the chairperson, Women's League. And Alita Gma, chairperson, Youth League. Okay, among others. Some folks who decided not to go to the convention have been embarking upon disruption, disunity, and misinformation within the CDC USA. And so the problem got to Monrovia with CDC, the global chairman, the standard bearer, the executives, the National Executive Committee of the CDC was abreast or appraised of the information that I just said to you here. And a mediation committee was put in place chaired by former executive Prof. Wilson Tapper and others. They chaired that committee, including my own darling sister here, the wife of my bishop, Pale Urito Reto, was also on that committee. They made their recommendations to the standard bearer and executives of CDC in Liberia, and they came out with a decision. They came out with a decision that says that put together a unity team administration backed by Monrovia. Okay? CDC, this is from Congress for Democratic Change, CDC, Office of the National Chairman, National Headquarters, opposite Lone Star Cell, Congo Town, Republic of Liberia, dated April 20th, 2025. Following months and months of deliberations and meetings and negotiations and settlements. With the acquiescence of the standard bearer, his approval, we still have people in the USA that are bent on creating confusion and thinking that CDC USA is split, is divided. And so they are also organizing their own inauguration. And all of these people, some of them, they decided to run when the convention was being held in Iowa, but they refused to go. So now they declared themselves chairman, vice chair, this, that, secretary, assistant secretary, all kinds of positions they gave themselves. And they are saying they are CDC USA. Against the backdrop of an administration put together by Monrovia and said, work together for 1 year following the inaugural May 17, 2025. You work together for 12 months and you schedule a convention where you always go to. We will come to monitor, and you have new elections, new corps of officers. But for now, let's merge everybody and we'll move on. And so this list was put together by Monrovia and sent to United States. And let me read it for all of us, if you can see it clearly. CDC USA National Unity Administration, excuse me, April 20th, 2025. Recognizing the establishment of the CDC USA National Unity Administration as a crucial step recommended by the CDC USA Mediation Committee based on its findings regarding internal conflict within the CDC USA to ensure organizational inclusivity and unity during this National Unity Administration period, and further endorsed by the CDC National Executive Committee. I want to emphasize that. And further endorsed by the CDC National Executive Committee. The terms of reference, work, plan, and timeline have been formulated. The CDC USA National Administration shall serve for 12 months, commencing upon formal establishment and induction of the transitional administration, and concluding with the successful organization and execution of the CDC United National Conference, CDC USA United National Conference or Convention. Okay? So, composition. The CDC USA National Unity Administration shall be comprised or composed of the following officers. 1. Chairman, Mr. Yahaya Talata Sharif, Pennsylvania. 2. Vice Chairperson, Administration, Mr. Donald Glepley Tode, Texas. 3. Vice Chairperson Operations, Mrs. Vera Davis O'Kine, Pennsylvania. 4. Vice Chairperson Political Affairs, Cuba Wilson, Maryland. 5. Vice Chairperson Finance and Investment, Mr. Solomon B. Tade, Iowa. 6. Vice Chairperson Legal and Governmental Affairs, S. Heron Beatty. 7. Vice Chairperson International Affairs, Rufus Akwe, New York. 8. Vice Chairperson Planning, Research and Policy, Moses F. Kemun, North Dakota. 9. Vice Chairperson Inter-Party Affairs, Joel Williamson, Virginia. 10. Vice Chairperson Gender, Maria Yamento, North Dakota. 11. Vice Chairperson Membership, Mobilization and Recruitment, Jerome Doe, Minnesota. 12. Vice Chairperson Human Resource Development, Dr. Elizabeth Gay, Camara, Ohio. 13. Secretary General, Mr. Abraham A. Manuba, Pennsylvania. 14. Deputy Secretary Administration, Trocon Mongba, Minnesota. 15. Deputy Secretary General, Research and Records, Vasco Sumo, North Carolina. 16. Public Relations Officer, Eric Pevist. 17. Assistant Secretary General, Press and Propaganda, Justino Gay. 18. Treasurer, Ms. Comfort M. T, Minnesota. 19. Chaplain General, Rebecca K. Sayer, Minnesota. 20. Chairperson, Elder Council, Charles Croji, Minnesota. 21. Chairperson, Women League, Mrs. Folonsho Bright Crawford, Minnesota. 22. Chairperson, Youth League, Ms. Alita M. Gban, Pennsylvania. Okay? And we call on members of CDC USA to work closely with the new leadership in accomplishing the goals and objectives of CDC USA and CDC Global in general. Congratulations, Attorney Janga A. Kowo, National Chairman, Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC. Okay? Let me enlarge Janga Kowo's signature page. Okay? So that you see it. So, this is it. This is it. The CDC put together a mediation committee. The global chairman, Janga Kowo, headed by Prof. Wilson Tape, Paula Urita Reto, and others. They made recommendations to the national office in Monrovia. The national office decided, the executive committee decided, okay, for the sake of peace, harmony, tranquility, let's put a team together. Let's everybody work together so that we move this community, this organization in the USA, so that they get going with a term of reference, 1 year, 12 months, 12 calendar months, following the inaugural on May 17, 2025 in Philadelphia. And then we got people who complained, who went to the mediation meetings and left out of there waiting for the response from Monrovia. They stay organizing against the backdrop of this information I just shared with you. And then we say the party remains supreme. And then we argue why we lost elections in 2023. When we are disenchanted for no reasons. For no reasons. We are disenchanted. And so we have some of them, the disenchanted ones, some of them are in the Concerned Liberian Network chat room on WhatsApp. And when they put those announcements out there about purporting to be the leaders of CDC USA, I delete them. I delete them and they'll put it back. I delete them, they'll put it back. So I deleted one of them membership from CLN chat room because I'm not here to go back and forth with people. I don't pretend with people. Then I put up the announcement in the CLN chat room. If you are from that group that dividing CDC USA, don't put your announcement in this chat room. Okay? Don't put your announcement in this chat room. If you repeat and put that announcement in this chat room, you and your announcement, you will leave from the CLN chat room and every other chat room that I am an administrator to or an administrator in. Everywhere you are that I have control to add you or remove you, if you violate one chat room, I will take you out of every chat room. Okay? I don't get it. How can we be so disrespectful to our leaders? How? The communication says from the National Executive Committee. Look at it. Look at the heading. This is page 1. Look at it. Endorsed by the CDC National Executive Committee. In the first paragraph. Okay? So how do we begin conducting ourselves, turning our setbacks into great comebacks? Is it through division, continuously, unabated, every day, fighting, infighting? I don't like infighting because I don't sugarcoat anything. So I don't like infighting because I will go to the extreme. Just like when I would take on somebody from the outside. So I don't like infighting. All right? Yeah, I don't like it. I will go to the extreme. We can have a communication from Monrovia endorsed by the National Executive Committee. You know who all composed of the National Executive Committee? Ali Bagayogo, Merido, Masalan, Mas SP, Dorothy Desayu. You know who all comprised of the National Executive Committee in the CDC? Walter Tobasi, Christopher. President Weah is in the executive committee. He's a member. He's the head, the standard bearer, the party leader, along with everybody else. All of the leaders, the party hierarchy, the party structure or paraphernalia, everything made up the executive committee. They put together this team, worked together for 12 months. How long have we been in this crisis? When was the election in Iowa? When was it? How long? Boakai is president, I hate to say, for the next 5 years in Liberia. Look at what he's doing to our country, to our people, to our democracy. Look at what Boakai is doing. And we can't come together to have a common understanding to move ahead. We can't. Eh? We can't. Or in the name of power, greed. I don't like that person. For some of the folks who will who will do anything for President Weah, will lay their life down for President Weah, to see them disrespecting this directive from Monrovia tells you the kind of people we are. Okay? People who will lay their lives down for President Weah are today disrespecting his instructions, his endorsements, or in the name of what? Yahya Talata Sharif said greed, jealousy, struggle. We're not here for that. Okay? We're not here for that. So, a lot of you has been calling me about your dues, your registration, your membership for CDC, and all of that. So everything is happening in Philadelphia. One of these days, we'll bring the chairman, Yahya Talata Sharif, on with 2 or 3 other persons along with him to talk to all of us about this program and the membership registration, how you can get your membership registration. And I talked to a couple of people that called, and they were concerned about this very problem we are talking. And that's why I decided to put it up tonight and speak to all of us about it. Okay? Yeah. So we all have an opportunity to go to Philadelphia on May 17th weekend and be a part of a process that brings all of us together, that send a message not just to Joseph Boakai, but to Liberians from all walks of life, including our colleagues, CDC Europe, CDC Australia, Asia, UAE, South Korea, all of those places that we need to all organize, come together, and forge ahead. 2029, it will not be an easy task. We are seeing what is happening in our country today by this octogenarian, 80-plenty years old man who have got no relationship with the Constitution, with the tenets of democracy. Joseph Yuma Boakai, a failed president, a failed leader who only thinks that he can govern with an iron fist. I have not seen Masalam, Mas, SP, Pelu, Masalam. You know, I like that name, right? I like that name, Masalam. That Mandingo name. Yeah. In Zwaju, I had a classmate named Masalam. Yeah. Yeah. This old man thinks that he can govern. Yeah, really. She said really. Absolutely. Mhm. He can govern with an iron fist. A man who is frail. I know that your real name. Why are you talking? Now your real name, you cut short, you say Mass. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Woman, like brother love. I've said it before. This old man is testing the waters to see when he can get away with what he can get away with. It's about time people start speaking up. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Imagine what is happening in our country today. Imagine what is happening in our country when we have political leaders, political parties coming together to forge or form a united front against the excesses of Joseph Yuma Boakai and his government. People that you never thought, political parties that you never thought would have worked together with the CDC, coming together for the sole purpose to get Joseph Yuma Boakai to adhere to the rule of law, to adhere to the ruling of the Supreme Court, to execute the ruling of the Supreme Court, to ensure democracy works, and maintain Liberia's place among the Committee of Nations, maintain the peace and stability that was turned over to him in the country by President George Weah, but not to stoke fears in the citizens, parading and brandishing armored vehicles, weaponry of all sizes, going into communities, stoking fears in the people that when they come out as provided for in the Constitution as a right to freely assemble, demonstrate, and present or petition your direct representatives, the lawmakers, be it representatives, senators. Okay? To petition your representatives And then you stoke fears, you go into the homes of the people, you go in their communities, their locales, with armored vehicles and riot police and joint security. And tell them, we dare you come out. Is that how democracy works? Patience Grain, welcome to you, dear my sister. How are you? She said, thank God tonight. I tried with you for the show for days. Good to see you. Welcome, okay? Maybe I will treat you extra special. I will be sending it direct to your messenger box. Yeah. Emmanuel JJ, welcome to you. How you doing? He said, who in here from Minnesota and Philly? I'm looking to buy Kittle and Better Ball Seeds. You want Kittle and Better Ball Seeds, my man? You won't get it in Labrador, or you want to carry it to Labrador? Dorothy Disa, you say she has some in her backyard in Liberia or Monrovia. You want to come and get it? Yeah. Joseph Payne, welcome to you there on the YouTube channel. Welcome, Payne. Okay. Stoking fears in the people, parading the streets of Monrovia, communities, and what have you, in heavy armored vehicles. And telling the people, this is what we have for you when you come out. Yeah. Is that the execution of his promise? And when he said, quote, it will be the end of this country. So now they are telling us, if we came out in our numbers to protest, to demand the rule of law, to demand that the Supreme Court ruling is executed, adhered to and executed, Speaker Koffa rights and privileges are restored as the legitimate speaker. They are telling the Liberian people, if you dare come out to protest, we will get you. We will get you. They will get you. But what is all that? What is all that? What is all that? The Liberian people are a resilient kind of people. We've been through tough times and we survived. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, many, many times. The Liberian people are a resilient people. And I want to encourage all of us, to encourage all of our friends, families, and loved ones. The political parties will hold another meeting on tomorrow, Tuesday, April 29th, at the ANC Headquarters to formalize and finalize the arrangement. Get a date set and begin to mobilize people from all walks of life. And should my voice be of anything to advise the organizers, we should not focus this protest, this mass rally in one location, on one location, say the Capitol building, because they will have enough to stop the people from going to the Capitol building. A philosopher once said, if he sent reinforcement everywhere, he will be weak everywhere. So let's have this protest across Monserrate, across Monrovia. Let's have it across Monrovia, at major centers across Monrovia, in Painesville, in Gardnersville, in Douala, Freeport, Waterside, Mamba Point, everywhere. Everywhere. People gather everywhere. And half the whole city, the whole country locked down. In the 15 counties. That's people's power. That's the power of the people. We, the people, we have the rights, we have the power. Okay? Because you know what? We have values, we have principles, we have a whole lot more to defend, to fight for. If you don't know what your values and principles are, think again. Think about those things that make you smile, that make you happy. Think about it. You may realize where your principles, your values are when you think about those things that make you happy, that make you smile. Okay? We can have a government stoking fears in the citizenry and think it's okay. Okay? That's what we need to do. Let Joseph Boakai issue the order or orders to Gregory Coleman and the Joint Security team. Then he issued the order to say shoot or be removed. You remember that, right? Shoot or be removed. Let Joseph Boakai issue that order so that we know where he stands on the rule of law, on democracy, on the tenets of democracy, the right to freely assemble, the right to choose, to petition your lawmakers. Let Joseph Boakai issue the order. Protest is a right. To protest is a right. It's not a privilege. It is a right. Look at what happened today. The break of dawn. What we witness in the People's Building, the Capitol building. people are using the Capitol building as their private residences. Installing iron gates on the doors of plenary section. Why did Richard Koon decide, he and the renegade lawmakers, why did they decide to install iron gates on the doors to the plenary section? Why? And to the speaker's office? Let's dig deeper into that. Why? Stephen Clark, welcome. Asata Miller, welcome. Why did they decide to install iron gates? They've said time and again they won the case at the Supreme Court. They're not going to adhere to the Supreme Court. They have a speaker, regime speaker, renegade speaker, divorced speaker. In Richard Koon. Why are they installing iron gates to the doors? Okay? To be speaker is not by strength. It's not by might. Because a country of law, a country of law and not men will not show force like what we saw today. That wasn't anything civilized to install iron doors. When was that building built? The Capitol building. 75 years ago today, that building was constructed. 75 years ago today, we did not have iron gates on the doors going into plenary, going into the speaker's office. That's the people's building. They should have access to it. That's the people's building. They should have access to it. Look, I saw that thing today. I cried. I cried. I cried. Why is all this happening to our country? I hate to say, our country that was once prided as the beacon of hope, that gave rise to many countries on the continent, their independence. Liberia gained her independence in 1847. It will take over 100 years before the next African country will gain independence. Over 100 years. Liberia gained her independence in 1847, July 26, 1847. It took more than 100 years for any other African country to gain independence. Every country that got independence after Liberia on the continent, Liberia fought for that country. today with this octogenarian, 80-plenty-year-old man, our country is being swept in the dustbins. Our democracy is in shambles. It's in peril. Okay? Our democracy is in peril. The old man talks about he gonna work with the quorum as determined or interpreted by the Supreme Court. Is quorum as interpreted by the Supreme Court just mere numbers? Is it just mere numbers? Favor L. Morris, Achitape. Is the Supreme Court classification or interpretation of quorum just numbers? Benedictus, Mona Solante, Rose Davis, Binta Jallo. Talking about Binta Jallo. Binta, thank you. Binta sent $100 to my Liberia mobile money send wave, and the night, I think Friday night, just as we were closing the show, she sent $100 for Tapla Z Davis. Binta, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Eric McGill, thank you. Is it just numbers? Quorum. Is it just numbers? Joseph D. Yima. What does the war quorum entails when it comes to the House of Representatives? To conduct business. Quorum. You need simple majority with the presiding officer, who is the duly elected speaker. In his absence, or when he's incapacitated, the deputy speaker acts. But the speaker cannot be in the same building in the main plenary section of the building, and you are in the joint chambers rioting and think you are conducting or holding section. And Justice Bessie, the lone dissent, I hate to say, but it seemed like all the money Bwaka had to give, to throw around to move this case in his favor, it was Justice Bessie alone that took that money. So he had to throw something, a monkey wrench, in a decision of the court after the fact. After the fact, the first time, December 6th, the Supreme Court ruled, it was a unanimous decision that everything you guys have done under the nomenclature, the so-called majority bloc, was ultra-virus, is ultra-virus, is illegal, is unconstitutional, and declared null and void. Like it did not happen. Bese agree that time. So what changed? What changed from that time to the second ruling, the bit of information or ruling? What changed? That Bese with dissent. What changed? Nothing changed except that perhaps the money got increased. And because other people were refusing the money, so he perhaps took it. Okay? Where is your pride? Where are your values? Where are your principles? Where are they? Thank God for this gentleman behind me, Jonathan Fonati Koffa, Speaker of the 55th Legislature, Republic of Liberia. Thank God for him, for standing up, standing in the face of adversity, remaining cool, calm, collected, and presenting his case as should be. And that's why the people, the Liberian people, his colleagues, a handful of them, 30 or 29 of them, are standing with him, holding firm to the belief that money cannot buy you happiness. Money is not all to it. Okay? People want to say that he, Fonati, requested 10 million, 15 million from Joseph Boakai. And Boakai said no. Who called who? Did Speaker Koffa call Joseph Boakai? Or Joseph Boakai kept calling Speaker Koffa? Eh? Who called who? Who called who? This old man is so determined to have his way or no way. To remove Koffa. Same thing he did with the central bank, with LTA, telecommunications. At central bank, absolutely, Benetta Dennis. Yeah. Benetta, she said, who called who? You're right, Mr. Gamer. Absolutely. You know, my grandmom, my grandfather used to say, you don't refuse the call, but you refuse what's in the call. You don't refuse the call, but you refuse what's in the call. We did a post in wake of this meeting. With Joseph Boakai. We did a post and said, Speaker Koffa have always maintained let me find it. I want to, though I wrote it, but I want to state it correctly. I want to state it correctly. Where is it? We said Speaker Koffa have always maintained. Speaker Koffa has always maintained that it is respectful, quote, respectful to honor the call of the president, end of quote. But this other call may not be honored, just like the Rule of Law Caucus. And this was April 18, 2025. We posted that 12:53 p.m. April 18, 2025. Speaker Koffa has always maintained that it is respectful to honor the call of the president. But this other call may not be. We didn't think he was going to go to the call, according to our sources. But he went. Days after, he went. And Bwaka offered him. And that was after the political parties met. And Bwaka realized the force coming from the opposition political parties. After that, his flimsy speech, in which he talked about Quorum, he will work with Quorum. He saw the force of the opposition coming together, decided again to call Fonati Koffa. How many times did Bwaka offer Fonati Koffa money? 3 million, 5 million, 8 million, 10 million. When the country is bleeding, when people cannot find food to eat daily bread, they don't know where the next meal is going to come from. A country where people survive on $1 a day, $1.25 at most a day to eat. Bwaka is dishing out money, avail the chest, the coffers of the country to renegade lawmakers. Do whatever you can. What are they hiding? That's the question for all of us. What are they hiding? What is Joseph Bwaka hiding? What is Richard Koon and the renegade lawmakers? What are they hiding from the Liberian people? That perhaps when Fonati gets back as speaker, he's going to uncover. What are they hiding? What are they hiding? What? Somebody tell me. What are they hiding? What are they hiding? Okay. And yeah, very good question. Favor Morris. Amadou Bland, Dagabwe, he said Fonati too has problem. Collect the money and expose the fool. We just spoke about values, principles. Okay? Some people can't do that. And Dagabwe, That's what got them. They are so afraid of one another. That group, they see the majority black, who came out today and said they got the numbers to remove Speaker Koffa. They get a second resolution. The first resolution did not go through. The Supreme Court said it was illegal. Go in the chambers, honor Speaker Koffa, gavel, grant him due process, take the vote as spelled out in your handbook. It's not by signature. Somebody sitting down at RLJ. Yeah, give me give me that the big double black Johnny Walker whiskey. Yeah. Mama, y'all go take something to eat. I will see you. I got some paperwork to do here. There's not that kind of signing. People at RLJ with all kinds of things going on. There are chamo there coming. Left and right. Eating on the expense of taxpayers. Dishing out monies, hundreds of thousands of dollars to remove this man. The country has spent almost $10 million just to remove Fonati Koffa. Just to remove him. Just to remove him. Okay? A good leader would have used the Supreme Court ruling. A good leader who have got nothing to hide would have used the Supreme Court ruling. A good leader who wants to reconcile people would have used the Supreme Court ruling to save face and say, my people, look, Richard, you and your people, y'all try. We all try, but we not make it. The Supreme Court now talk. Yeah, that lead it here. We'll try next time. Maybe next time we'll make it. Yeah, that go back to work together. Now, what a good leader would say, he will not come out to say, I'm going to work with Quorum. What's the meaning of Quorum? I'll spell out. Miss Slew, Josephine Slew, the incoming Vice President, GGAA. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, Rose Davis. Say, wow. I'm telling you. Av Ross, welcome. How you doing? Okay. That's what a good president would do. Will say face. Blame it on the Supreme Court ruling. Look, we try. We can't keep doing that thing over and over. But you sat down there and saw the people desecrate the Capitol building after they burn it. After they burned down the Capitol building, December 18, 2024. Where is that investigation? Where is that investigation? These are the things that they, among many others, that they don't want Fonati Koffa back as Speaker. The investigation in the Capitol building fire. The reports from international partners and everything, communications, interventions, Fonati Koffa would have intercepted all of those things. They don't want it happen. No, they don't. They don't want it happen. They don't want it happen. But the Liberian people are not stupid also. The Liberian people are not stupid. Even our old mom them who did not go to school, they do understand what is happening. The man CCs, the man Blotte, and all of them, they do understand. All of them, they do understand what is at stake. Thank God for social media. Thank God for the many community radios across the country that relay some of these programs. Thank God for all of us who share these programs with friends and families, educating the people. Okay? Joseph Boakai offered Fonati Koffa $15 million to resign. He refused it. So then, they say, "But call Ngafwa. Let's throw money at people in Fonati Black. Let's see who we can catch. Any amount. Let's throw money at them. Let's see if we can get 49 signatures. But you said this man was already removed. Why are you getting a second resolution with 49 signatures? Why are you looking for more people to sign up on a second resolution? After you've done, you said you removed this man. So why the second resolution to remove him? You know why? Well, Toure, Fred Nimla Dix. You know why? Josephine Slew. Because Fonati remains the speaker. The law recognizes him as the speaker. The Supreme Court reaffirmed their earlier ruling of December 6th that he's the speaker. So whether you're going to work with Quorum, your Quorum must have the speaker presiding. It is not the other way around. When the speaker is strong, active, maybe stronger than you, in every shape and form, capacity, stronger than you. Yeah. Ready, able, capable to knock the gavel. And he sits in the plenary section with 29 others. And the law says he can adjourn and reconvene, compel the others to come to meeting, come to session. And then you say you're going to work with Quorum because they have over 37 people. I've never seen anybody work to destroy their own government. I've never seen anybody work to destroy their own government. I mean, I'm so pissed. When I saw those iron gates, I thought about my first job, my very first job after high school in Monrovia. My very first job after high school in Monrovia. Walking hard security. Walking hard security guard with walking hard. Opening gates. Okay? And think about how many years later. Think about how many years later. Think about that building, 75 years old. The People's Building, the Capitol Building, 75 years old. Never had a gate or iron gate inside the building, inside the structure, leading to plenary, leading into the Speaker office. The People's Building, you barricaded it. And then you ask, you wonder who burned the building on December 18? When Samuel Koga was on the grounds of the Capitol, December 17 night into the 18th, after the protest on December 17 into the 18th, Samuel Koga was on the grounds of the Capitol. He was there with whom? When James Colette ordered the removal of the chairs so that nobody destroys them, what was he thinking about? Asked, why were you crying? The destruction was massive. We didn't expect it. What were you expecting? Mo Ali driving in his car on the bypass between the Capitol Building and LU fence, and he knows exactly what part of the building is burning, that the Speaker office is on fire. When did water and sewer trucks, the drivers and attendants on that truck, when did they get the word to go and get water and run to Capitol Building? When? These are the things the investigation will uncover, and they don't want Fonati Koffa to come across them. They don't want Fonati to come across them. My heart bleeds this morning. My heart bleeds for a country we all so love. Yet, some of us so hate that country and hate the people, and we pretend about it. The likes of who we have in power today, stoking fears in the people, parading the streets and communities in heavily armed armored vehicles, joint security, stoking fears. But the resolve of the people is one that you cannot tamper with. When the people decide that they are going to stand together, they're going to work together, they're going to see it through, they're going to make it happen, nothing you can do Nothing you can do. Okay? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. The might of the people is inherent. Article 1. We the people. Miss Peters, Joanna Peters, welcome there. Good morning. From Detroit. Good morning to Amsterdam. Welcome. How you doing this morning? Good to see you. Great hanging out. Yeah. Jen McBorough. I want to believe that Richie has something to do with the burning of the Speaker Koffa's home. Who knows? Who knows? You can never tell. Yeah. Jerry Akwe. Mr. Gamer, good morning. They are hiding all criminal activities for the past 6 months. They are. The things that they are hiding that they think that Fonati Koffa will uncover when he gets in, when he takes over. But the thing about it is, why go about for the second time? To come up with a new resolution to remove the Speaker. When you say you have already removed him, he's no longer Speaker. For the past 6 months, you've been calling him former Speaker. The Renegade Lawmakers and their UP folks, they've been saying that. But here is the catch. I played you a video earlier on during the show of Darius DeLong. Darius DeLong talking about Fonati Koffa is the Speaker. The Supreme Court is clear. Darius DeLong said, quote, the Supreme Court is clear. Fonati Koffa is the Speaker. If you miss it or didn't see it back then, let's bring it for all of us. This is the video right here. You see the video? Joanna, Miss Peters, Favor Morris, Josephine Kimmel. Political Eric Smith, Aratina Solo. I'm watching you, watching me. How you doing? Benedictus, destined for greatness. This is Darius DeLong. And that's what I will leave all of us with. The Supreme Court is clear. Fonati Koffa is the Speaker.
Very clear. Is the Speaker. Thank you. The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Very clear. Is the Speaker. The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Very clear. Is the Speaker. Thank you. The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Very clear. Is the Speaker.
The Supreme Court ruling is clear. Fonati Koffa is the speaker. This is Monrovia County Senator Darius DeLong, Abraham Darius DeLong. Joanna Peters. Yes, I'm seeing it, Mr. Gilmore. Wow. You see, folks, that's how you catch people's attention, and then you make them to participate on the show. Reading comments, calling people names, and greeting them, and all of that. It keeps, I enjoy. That's interaction. I love to interact with people. Yeah. Asata, Miller, Mr. Gamer, it's now time for our party citizens to stand up for the Liberian people. Enough is enough. This nonsense has to stop. Boyka and his gangster rebels are taking this country to the dark days. They are. Yeah, they are. And Confident D, DeLong is a con artist. Patience Green, the green light, the dull light, the dim light, and all of that. Darius DeLong said the Supreme Court ruling is clear. Fonati Koffa is the speaker. When Darius DeLong has some control over Senate Pro Tem Yumli Kanga Lawrence or the leadership of the Senate. He does. So, with that statement being made by Darius DeLong, and then what we now see coming from Joseph Boakai and the renegade lawmakers, Richard Koon, the installation of iron gates on the plenary doors and on the speaker's office. Will Darius DeLong use his influence in the Senate? Call on his colleagues, call on Yumli Kanga Lawrence, and say, we have to issue a statement. We cannot work with Richard Koon. No, nothing from Richard Koon or from the House of Representatives honor Richard Koon. We will honor. Can Darius DeLong make that statement? Has Yumli spoken since the Supreme Court ruling? We understand that Unity Party and her alliance had a news conference, and Liberty Party with DeLong and Yumli were not there. They now go there. They were now there. Jibak Bayu. They were never there. They didn't go there. So, will we see something new from DeLong? Reaffirming this statement he made. The Supreme Court is clear. Koffa is the speaker. Or he gonna give a 360 and say, but he not get quorum. Is that what we're gonna see? Huh? Is that what we're gonna see? Our country is struggling right now. Our country is struggling. Okay. Our hopes remain strong in the fact that we, the people, we can rise up to the occasion, we can dust off ourselves, pick up ourselves, and do the right thing. We, the people. Liberians are a resilient set of people. We've been through tough times, many times, through tough times. But in the words of the late President Samuel Kanyando, tough times never last. Tough people do. We are built tough. We can withstand the heat in the kitchen. Bring it on. Gregory Coleman, Joint Security, bring it on. We, the people, we have the power to undo the unthinkable. And when the people rise up in one accord, they can move mountains. Again, let not this protest be concentrated on one location, Capitol Hill. Let it be an octopus across the country, across Monrovia, Montserrat, every spot in Monrovia must have people concentrated there. Sustained protests, 2-3 days, a whole week. The government has been paralyzed with the House of Representatives not working for 6 to 8 months since October last year. The people must rise up and, if need be, that businesses are shut down for 2-3 days. Revenues are not generated. They will not have the money to waste on nonsense. They will not have the money to waste. Asata said they issued a statement. Liberty Party issued a statement yesterday. I didn't see it. Please forward it to me, yeah? Asata, mailer from Soul Clinic, Monrovia. Yeah. Okay. Chibok Bayou, if Yambly say anything against this government about Supreme Court ruling, they will make sure Summer Koka fight to remove her in the Senate. Yambly position is at risk with Unity Party. So then let the Liberian people make everybody position a risk. Come out. When our party leaders get together and make the statement, issue the orders, give us a date that we begin, we'll call on our people to participate. We've done it. We can do it again. Okay? We've done it. We can do it again. Yeah. We can do it again. Our country is bleeding. And we cannot sit idle by and cause this hemorrhage to continue. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can do it. Yes. We can do it. Okay. Patrick Kennedy just sent me the Liberty Party statement by Yomli Kanga Lawrence. Yeah. Okay. Let me read it for all of us here and hear what she says. That was 19 hours ago. Statement from the Liberty Party calling for respect of the rule of law and calm and political settlement in the leadership impasse at the House of Representatives. For about 6 months running, our country continues to witness a disturbing leadership impasse at the House of Representatives. This situation continues to cause distractions in national governance, especially at a time when the government of Liberia, under the administration of President Boakai Sr., is making strides to provide basic social services to our people and restore the destroyed image of our country. In the genius of our Constitution, we have 3 separate but coordinate branches of government. It is worthy to note that paralysis in one branch of the government, as we are witnessing at the House of Representatives, has the tendency to defeat the principle of coordination as espoused by our Constitution and stall national development. We are glad that the President of Liberia has acknowledged the outcome of the Supreme Court's decision in the ongoing impasse. It is also honorable. It is also an honorable thing that the majority bloc has filed a motion for re-argument before the Supreme Court. These actions are consistent with the respect for the rule of law, without which our democracy will not thrive. In light of all of the foregoing actions that are consistent with respect for the rule of law and good tenets of democracy, we would like to call on all actors and interest groups to our national governance process to remain calm and give the court process a chance to reach a logical and judicial conclusion. We particularly call on both sides to the conflict at the House of Representatives to put the interests of the Liberian people first and consider mediations as the ultimate solution to the conflict. Finally, we vehemently denounce, in no uncertain terms, attempts to inflame and exploit the unfortunate impasse at the House of Representatives for political reasons. Yomli Kanga Lawrence. So, what is she saying? Is she against the protest? When she said we vehemently denounce, in no uncertain terms, the attempts to inflame and exploit the unfortunate impasse, the unfortunate impasse. Is she speaking about people protesting? Eh? Absolutely, Jibok Bayu. That statement does not cut it for me. That statement stay hanging. Ain't come down yet. Ain't cut it. Zilch, nada. Zero. Fuck key. Not inside. All right, but folks, we have an opportunity we have an opportunity to send a clarion call, a clarion message to Barker and Co. Yeah, we do. And we must not give up. We must not give up in our resolves to ensure rule of law exist and take place. Very weak statement. Answer Zig Morris Dukley. Yeah. J. Hawaji Massacre from Nairobi, Kenya. Good morning. How you doing? Okay. For far too long, politicians have lied to us. They failed us. They've made promises they can't keep, especially this current slate of government and officials in our country. They've lied far too long. We must hold them accountable.
Stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta whip us more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us.
They lie to us. They fool us. They betray us. Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. We will endeavor to be back with you on Tuesday. If there's any major development, we'll try to bring it to you, okay? Until then, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful morning, wonderful night. We just tell you, and what we will tell you.
You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us.
J. Hawaji Massacre. Great, awesome, no doubt. Hussein Masale from Banjul, the Gambia.
The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the government. No one to trust. My people.
No one to hope on. My hope that I have has been broken.
So where are the schools? Where are the roads?
Precious Green, you're welcome. You're too selfish.
The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but then instead they delay.
People suffer. No war, but people crying for hunger.
Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation. They poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the Quorum. We tired with the promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.